Mario, the most famous Italian plumber. He has been associated with games for many decades to come. Over the past few years, he has made many people smile. With the release of Mario Kart World on Nintendo Switch 2, we gotta look back on how he first started. It all started with a game. It was called Donkey Kong. A year after Pac-Man was released, Nintendo was still struggling with the gaming market. However, this was the game that put Nintendo to its market. The game was simple in that it starred Jumpman trying to save Pauline from Donkey Kong. That's right, Jumpman. It wasn't called Mario initially. But then came Mario Bros, and then he was officially called Mario and introduced Luigi as well. However, this was released around the time the video game crash happened, and it was a terrible time for video games. It seemed like all hope was lost, but then Nintendo had a solution. Nintendo created the Famicom in 1983 for Japan, but then Nintendo decided to bring it elsewhere and call it the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. The new console had brand new games, including this game, Super Mario Bros., was the saving grace for the video game crash. It introduced Toad, Princess Peach, Bowser, and a bunch of enemies like Goombas and Koopa Troopas. This game changed the video game industry and improved it in many ways. We can thank Mario's success from Shigeru Miyamoto. He was the creator of such beloved classics, including Pikmin, The Legend of Zelda, and so much more, including Mario itself. The success of the first game launched a franchise with sequels, spin-offs, and a lot more. For sequels, there was games like Super Mario Bros. 2. There was also Super Mario Bros. 3, which became a huge success for Nintendo. And obviously, we can't forget about Super Mario World. Another huge success for Nintendo, which introduced a lot of things, including Yoshi. This was around the time when Mario was competing against Sega's own mascot, Sonic. But even then, Mario was on top of the world. Don't worry, Nintendo and Sega became friends. You'd think after all this success with TV shows, a bad movie, and other things, Mario would be on top of the world. But around the 90s, he was struggling with new mascots. Stuff like PlayStation was taking over Mario. However, this didn't stop Mario to make people smile. Besides the main series, he also had some spin-offs, which included Mario Kart, Mario Party, and so much more. But there was a glimmer of hope in the 3D dimension. Super Mario 64 was released on Nintendo 64 and helped change 3D gaming as a whole. It introduced camera moving and other things, and it brought Mario into a 3D light. And ever since then, Mario has continued to grow his franchise with a lot of things, like movies, toys, and more. You know, video games have grown a lot ever since Mario came into the picture. Even in the new generation, Mario makes people smile for a lot of decades to come. Will Mario be stopping anytime soon? Probably not. While he's not the same hype as popular characters like Kratos from God of War, he's still making a living to this day. From his 40 years of making countless spin-offs, sequels, and more, I hope he continues to inspire more people. Happy 40 years, Mario. I hope you continue your legacy. Good luck out there.